what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Kamen Rider Tuesdays. This is Kamen Rider Battride War Genesis. And today is actually the day we look at Kamen Rider Blade. If you don't know what Kamen Rider Blade is, it's a series from 2004 and 2005. And it featured a protagonist by the name of Kanzaki, I believe.
Yeah, Kazuma Kanzaki.
It was one of the first Kamen Rider shows that I can remember that used the card system, and they also kept the bug motif.
Yep, and they definitely use a lot of cards in it. He has to use them to get his different forms and stuff and powers.
But we'll talk more about that as the game starts. So we're going to bring in for our partner... we could do double. Yeah, I like double. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I like the double.
Oh, this game's a lot of fun. So, if you don't know what Kamen Rider is, it's basically like a one-man powerhouse superhero in Japan. It's been going since the 1970s. And this game covers characters from Drive all the way to the very first Kamen Rider.
Yeah, just picture Sentai is like a step up from Power Rangers, way cooler, and then Kamen Rider is like several steps up from both of them. Like, it's so cool. Like, once you watch Kamen Rider, yeah, you can't go back.
So, I'm pretty sure that this level takes place during the storyline where Blade and Decade had to fight one another, like, way later.
Okay,
so after Kamen Rider Blade's show. So Blade is a very interesting character. Like, he's kind of like this temp at this organization, I believe, called Board. And he becomes a Kamen Rider, like, I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but his rider form is known as Garen, or something like that. He's a kind of crimson-red Kamen Rider with a gun.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Garen, and his name is Sakuya Tachibana.
Tachibana, that's it, yeah.
And they're like chosen to be two Kamen Riders together.
Went right into King form. Here we go. Final attack.
Yeah, that's the most powerful, I think.
Well, the problem with Kamen Rider King form is it's so powerful that it can actually possess the user and, like, replace their personality.
Yeah.
So, he basically has, like, two forms, and it takes him a long time to access these forms. His second form is called Jack, which it's kind of like the King one, except he has a cape, kind of.
Yeah, I was watching a video and we were watching it together in his different forms, and you were telling me all the different forms. I can never remember all of them. But yeah, that's...
This form is known as Kamen Rider Blade, but also the Ace form.
Okay, cool.
Kind of has like an ace shape to it, you know?
Yeah, and if you guys are thinking about watching this show, I'm pretty sure it's
a horror show.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say it's all serious, but...
It's a very serious show, and it's kind of horror-driven. Like, there are
humorous.
There's some funny things to it, like, Kanzaki actually gets evicted from his apartment in the first episode.
Alright, never mind. Maybe it is humorous.
And he ends up living with some people and things like that. But
yeah!
The storyline is pretty dark. It has to do with... There were a bunch of undead that attacked the world like 50,000 years ago or something like that.
A long time ago.
And some early Kamen Riders were able to defeat the undead and trap them.
And seal them off.
Them off. But then, like, in the present day, or 2004, some archaeologists end up finding the...
like uncovering it and then ended up unlocking them again, so they're wreaking havoc on people.
Basically, think about... Like,
it reminds me of The Mummy or something where they unlock
it could be kind of like The Mummy, but I was going in the case of the astronauts that meet Rita Repulsa on the moon in Power Rangers, and they release her from her space dumpster.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And then so...
Double rider kick!
Nice job! Yeah. So for some reason they appoint Kanzaki and the other guy, Garen, to be...
Well, Garen is kind of like the senpai.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's the older rider that everybody looks up to.
Oh,
and then
all right.
something happens where I didn't
And then
watch...
we never finished it.
No, I didn't watch all of
But
Blade because it was kind of boring.
It's perceived, and at one point, like, Garen is a betrayer of Kanzaki.
Well, how they do it is Kanzaki
But
is
we
fighting this undead as the board, like, headquarters is destroyed, and you see Garen leaving.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
he's like, "Are you the traitor?" And Garen's just kind of like, huh. He doesn't say anything, he's just standing
silent.
there. He doesn't attack Blade, he just kind of walks away.
He doesn't help him at all when he's
No.
fighting other people. So it's like, it seems like he is the traitor, and Kanzaki is very upset about it.
I think later on you kind of find out why Garen is working with some of the undead, because his girlfriend is, like, being held by them or something like that.
Oh.
And then later in the series, you see him, you know, as the secondary rider, working with Kamen Rider Chalice and Kamen Rider Ace.
It was very dramatic, what I saw so far of it, but I would love to watch the rest of it. I think it'd be very interesting.
It's not as serious as Fi's, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the series, this is a little spoiler, but if you watch any of the current Kamen Rider where Blade shows up, Blade somehow becomes an undead, so he loses his humanity and he becomes very cold and dark. It might have to do with his using the king form a lot. I don't remember.
When I was watching that fight between Blade and Decade, man, Blade was like stone cold, like
He transformed right into king form,
He
though.
just looked like so powerful, so like, just like, it didn't seem like Decade was a problem at all. I just flung him against the wall and like, no problem. So he's very powerful, at least he becomes extremely powerful by the end. So, I'm really curious to watch it, because when I saw that first episode, man, that drew me in like crazy.
Well, one of the things I like about Kenzaki's transformation, though, is when he has Henshin, they have like this block of energy that comes in front of them. If anybody's standing in front of them, like another rider or an enemy, it'll push them away with like such force.
Yeah, he can do that.
So Kanzaki, the reason why he's fighting Decade in this scene is because he honestly believes that Decade's existence is causing the Rider worlds to merge into one and eventually be destroyed.
Oh.
So Kanzaki, he doesn't really like humanity anymore because he's undead, but at the same time, he doesn't want the worlds to be destroyed because as a Kamen Rider, he's supposed to protect everything.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I don't think that Blade's existence is actually causing it.
Kamen Rider Decade was it was a celebration series.
I meant Decade's existence, yeah.
It was a celebration series and it got like really weird.
Yeah.
Like, everybody says that Gokaiger like did a much better job, like Super Sentai, like celebratory of like all the past things. Kamen Rider Decade was just kind of going around fighting and destroying other Kamen Riders and stealing their powers through cards. Basically, you know how Blade uses undead energy in his cards?
Yeah.
Decade would go around beating up other riders and then place their powers inside the cards.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've,
Well, Decade was 2010,
Decade.
so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I love Decade's outfit, it's so cool.
I just like it because it's pink.
You can't prove that. Alright, yes you can. I would wear that.
Now, there are other riders that use blades and stuff like that, but Kamen Rider Blade just uses a blade all the time. That's his main weapon. He combines it with different cards to create, like, electricity. He uses a Gemini card to split into two to do an awesome rider kick. He has lots of really cool abilities. But we're going to do a double rider kick with double.
Yeah.
So long, Decade. That should do it.
Awesome.
No? Yeah, he should be toast.
Yeah, all I know about Blade is he's the ultimate cool. He's very...
Nope. Now we're going to finish his partner. This is going to hurt. Ultimate attack. King attack. At least I think it's called King Finisher. I don't remember.
Nice. I know, he's on fire, literally.
And of course, those are the original voice actors from
I
Kamen
know.
Rider.
That's so cool.
And there are the undead cards. And I believe he has to use a queen card in order to get the ace or not the Ace, the Jack transformation in King.
Oh.
And also Kamen Rider Garen and Kamen Rider Chalice also have different transformations, but I don't know the character who is the secondary rider in this game, and there is DLC, of course, but I have no idea how to download it because it's all in Japanese. It's like, I don't know, because they don't have pictures on the Japanese, PS4. They just have the name of the riders in Japanese for what, ones you want to pay for and stuff like that. But there's a lot of really cool DLC for this game.
The other,
It's probably Garen.
Yeah, there's Garen, let's see.
Oh, we're going to Forza.
There's also Kamen Rider Chalice and Kamen Rider Liangol. And I know that when...
I thought Liangol was in the movies, though. I'm not really...
It could be, yeah.
See how there's another one right next to Blade? That's either going to be Chalice or Garen.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to do double with the other personality in Control. I can't remember the name of the listless guy.
Are we talking about Philip and the other person?
Yes, Philip and the other one. What's Philip's sidekick?
Oh my gosh, I cannot
do you remember?
No. So that's Kamen Rider Duo we're talking about?
Double.
The
one I used to call Kamen Rider Double, or W. Because they had a W.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing that's interesting about Blade's transformation is after he transforms, which is by running through...
Yeah.
By running through the energy. No, I don't want to be your friend.
I want to be your friend! Oh, we're fighting... Oh my gosh, I can't remember him. Fives, right?
No, Forza,
yeah.
Blade is just so serious. Philip and... Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. But there's very few times that the other personality from Double is actually in control of their transformation. So this white and black combination...
Is it Shotaro? And wait, what? Let me look up. Let me see if I can find it.
You just go to the Kamen Rider Double, and then you see who the two riders are: Joker and oh my gosh, it's been so long. I actually I cried during that series when it was the other guy passed away.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Shotaro Hidari.
It is Shotaro and Philip.
Shotaro Hidari and Philip. The left half of Double providing the body, except when changing into Fang Joker, where he becomes the mind. Shotaro is a self-dubbed, hard-boiled detective. He is also a Kamen Rider and his own Kamen Rider Joker.
No, Philip is the one that I'm thinking of.
And
the white and the black mode is Philip.
Yeah,
is in control.
Philip is on the right.
Yeah, so
side.
Shotaro is the usually the black and the green.
And then, Philip is on the right side.
I had it right then.
Providing the mind, except when changing into Fang Joker, where he becomes the body.
Don't read off Wikipedia. Okay.
I'm on a Wiki site that is not Wikipedia, but very
it's fine,
close
but
to it.
you could tell you're reading. That's fine. So,
you know what? I don't know anything.
It's called skimming! Alright. So we're beating on the other mode for...
Give me 20 hours. I'll watch the show again. Wait, I never watched the whole thing.
You can't watch it all in one sitting. I believe Blade has 45 episodes plus 3 or 4 movies.
Double is cool.
Double was a really cool series.
I like Philip because he always faints. He's fun.
I still love Double's first appearance in that one Kamen Rider movie where Shadow Moon, which is Black's nemesis, Kamen Rider Black, they're fighting him and Double just kind of shows up. And Shotaro is doing this cool detective entrance. Mm-hmm. And Philip is like, you're really going to do this now? And they're like, why don't we just take care of this guy and then we'll head back to the case? Because they're detectives.
Yeah. Right.
So Shadow Moon is like, who are these jokers? And they beat him in one move. I think it's one rider kick. And everybody's looking at them like Decade. And, that's how they introduce the riders sometimes is in movies. And that was Double's or W's first appearance, defeating Shadow Moon.
Well, what's funny about the Double thing is, Philip is the mind, I think.
Usually.
Usually the mind. So whenever the other guy decides to become Kamen Rider Double, it's kind of like a firestorm thing where he's his mind.
Basically, yeah.
So Philip will literally just faint, and then his mind will travel there, and he'll become the other half. But it's just interesting because he always has to be like around, like indoors, because he knows he's gonna faint at any moment. Like, he tries to stay away from like things where he could fall, like on ladders and stuff.
But I believe this Joker formation with Philip in control is actually one of the strongest.
Oh, so that's when.
But it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, it's so creative.
So what we're going to try to do with Kamen Rider Tuesdays, guys, is it's a very casual approach to the Kamen Rider lore, and kind of like giving you a little bit of insight if you want to watch the show. There are a lot of riders in this game. We haven't quite gotten to the Showa riders yet, but it does look like Shadow Moon is a boss in this, which would be a great way to kind of like shoehorn in the Showa era characters after like you fight Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Which I've heard that the Shadow Moon boss in this is incredibly hard.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but please let us know in the comments if you guys finished watching
Double Rider Kick!
Yeah, or if...
Ooh, yeah.
I'll wait.
That's such a cool thing.
Yeah, let us know if you guys finished watching Blade, or if you guys really enjoyed Blade, and why.
Yeah, and why you liked Blade. I'd be curious to know.
Because I'm trying to get Luke to watch more of it.
I don't want to watch more of it. I didn't really want to play as Blade because, I mean, everybody wants me to play as all the characters, which, yeah, I think we'll kind of have to. But,
Blade is awesome, though. He's got such, like, a stance. He's like James Bond or something. He's so cool.
I wouldn't say he's James Bond. I mean, he's kind of like... how do I explain? He kind of reminds me personality-wise of like Lion-O. Like this little kid trapped in an adult's body. But then like there's an entire like character shift when he becomes a member of the Undead.
Yeah, so maybe that's why he's so cool.
Even in the future, like 300 years later or something, it's either one of his movies or one of his team-ups or something like that. He tries to end his life because he's lived so long and he doesn't want to be around anymore, but he can't because he's undead. So it's like...
Yeah.
So he just kind of like watches over humanity or something like that, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
What I do like about him, is he's able to use his different modes, like to merge different powers from the different monsters he defeats. I always thought that's kind of cool. How'd you survive that? You don't get to survive that.
I thought I remember he was actually using, he's using the powers of the monsters he's defeating. Exactly what you just said.
It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or some of the other stuff where you defeat a monster, you throw a card on it, and you trap it.
Yeah, you're right. He's using the powers of the things he's trapping. Yeah, that's right.
D-rank again!
It's like he's almost like fighting. It's like he's fighting the spiritual world more than monsters because he has to seal them all.
Well, they're called undead.
They're like
I mean,
demons.
they're just like a breed of monsters.
Undead. Yeah, you're right.
You know, so
they're the undead.
Forza, and those are different modes for Forza. There,
Forza has to be probably my favorite.
I know, but we already did a series on him.
Let's do him again.
No, I don't want to do him again.
So happy. I would watch Forza and drive.
Drive's amazing. Yeah, Shadow Moon. Shadow Moon is so... Oh, the World of Wizard.
And then watch Train Rangers.
Can I take a screenshot here? Well, anyway, guys and gals, that does it for another hashtag Rider Tuesdays. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Make sure you join us next Tuesday for another Kamen Rider episode, as we'll be looking at the World of Wizard. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when we henshin. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!